A great view of our broadcast look. We are...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Hawks, they've got Collins. Bogdanovich is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the small forward. Now, here's Dunn. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovich. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Pulls it from 20. Rebound, Atlanta.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Back to Dunn. Pass to Snell. Right side, Bogdanovich. Just 2 to shoot. No good on the 3. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dunn against Holiday. And it's Dunn penetrating and Dunn with the slam.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Holiday. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo after Clint Capella's miss. Here's Middleton. Pass to Lopez. Tries again. Here's Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Giannis, no good.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And his competitiveness showing through, that's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
That one falls.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here's Dunn. Excellent D there from Holiday.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
The putback, it's good on the putback. And it's all knotted up.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Snell from outside. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They set Tony Snell up perfectly. He gets planted, and his mechanics do the rest.
Giannis inside. He's guarded by Collins, and that one drops for him.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Holiday against Dunn. In the corner, Snell with it. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Kevin Herter comes in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And it's Williams in for Chris Dunn. Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 5.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A nice shot by Tucker.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Outside Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the Bucks making a change here. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Teague. Down low, Portis. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks lead by 1. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point.
An underrated athlete, Danilo Gallinari is built to operate out in space.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has a chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Young inside. No good on that one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Atlanta. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Young, here we go.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
Young looking around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Here's Dunn. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. The Hawks again can't hit.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Snell. Taken away by Holiday. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Giannis kicks to Holiday. Passes to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo, no good. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Three-pointers, Snell, that falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. And the pass to DiVincenzo. 56 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Here's Snell, defended by Middleton. Here's Capella, and it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Lou Williams is checked in for Tony Snell. The Bucks also with the sub. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Count that one. Giannis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Williams with the ball. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his first points of the game.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella, skilled at gaining ideal position.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the 3. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Snell, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. On the wing, Holiday. Rebounded by Capella.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Lob pass to Capella. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Dunn. Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. DiVincenzo against Young. Now, here's Portis. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Back to Young. They could use a bucket. Atlanta again missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
Herter, no good. Bucks leading by 6. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Lou Williams is checked in for Atlanta. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Count it. DiVincenzo's got 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams passes to Okongwu. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Great D that time from Portis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Back to Williams. He gets it in there.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Bucks leading by 8. Now DiVincenzo. He's got 10. Pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Clock at 6. And here is DiVincenzo. And it goes down 2 points. Portis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams kicks to Okongwu. Off target with his 3. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Count it. And now it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
Bobby Portis has the ability now to hit shots on all 3 levels.
Williams against DiVincenzo. Williams gets the bucket.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Nine seconds left to play in the third. And again, the Bucks miss. Look at that!
I'm leaving. I'm gone. A consistent shooter. Gallinari can light the tree from deep.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Here's Capella. And finally they hit one. Capella's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Hawks. Giannis inside. Working on Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Holiday trying to free himself up. Antetokounmpo, no good. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Hawks making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Dunn looking over the floor. He feeds it to Capella. And it's sent back by Lopez. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
Holiday against Dunn. The shot's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Middleton outside. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 3. The feed to Collins. Taken away by Holiday. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Well, you see the value Drew brings on the defensive end. Anticipates well, has the long reach and very quick hands.
Dunn attacking. Collins wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 5. And Giannis throws it down hard.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks trail by 9. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Young inside, guarded by Holiday. And he gets it to go.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Giannis against Capella. It's stolen by Capella.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Holiday against Young. Rebounded by the Bucks. 56 seconds left in the game. Middleton with it, guarded by Hunter. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here we go, one-on-one. Collins has got room. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Not afraid of the moment. Collins takes pride in making important shots.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Giannis left side. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Shots good by Middleton.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Here's Hunter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. So the Nets starting five. We've got Jordan, Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. And for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Dunn in at the point. Now, here's Dunn. In the corner, Collins with it. Off target from outside.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Jordan with the rebound. And here's Brooklyn. Durant dishes to Johnson. Back to Durant. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, done showing great vision.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Hawks. Now Kevin Durant. Pass to Harden. Harden draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Griffin's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Dunn in the corner. Jordan with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Johnson kicks to Harden. Inside. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harden.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Collins. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden no good. Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Snell from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant's got the ball. Johnson, a wide open look. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Gallinari in for Collins. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. High arcing shot. Yes, that goes in.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now, here is Young. Gallinari attacking, and Gallinari throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Lobbed up there for Green.
Well, Kyrie Irving's creativity is indisputable. This guy can score it, but he is also an excellent passer.
Young taking his time here. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harris with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. "18 feet out. Here's Claxton. Harris dishes to Irving. The pass to Claxton. They kick it out to Green. Here's Irving. Harris inside the line. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, when Joe Harris is making this kind of shot, turn the lights out.
Young passes to Okongwu. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Five seconds left to play here in the first. And a deep three from Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point guard position. Here's Jordan after the basket by Atlanta. Griffin dishes to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Harden the pass to Jordan. Over Okongwu. And the Nets miss again.
Has to be smarter, guys. I mean, we all know he can make that shot, but the defense was in his grill.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
The Hawks trail it. Williams passes to Okongwu. Kicks it to Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Harden outside. Goes up from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out. For Atlanta, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Herter, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That one goes in. Irving's got his first bucket in this one.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
And it's done penetrating. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Dunn's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving against Dunn. Claxton the pass to Irving. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Dunn. And Green slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Young up top, covered by Irving, and it's denied.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Green with the jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
God, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Irving against Young. There's the lob for Harris. The kick out to Irving. From deep. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Trae Young. Passes it to Llewellyn. Green with the ball. Harris outside. Whistle blows, basket is good, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
From deep, Johnson, no good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And the first few years of Trae Young's career have been fantastic. Bucks fans love it. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Setting the floor for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's KD in at the 3. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Now here's Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He feeds it to Griffin. And it's good for 2.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
So for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bogdanovich.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber. Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here's Dunn. Hunter kicks to Dunn. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Feeds to Collins. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dunn. Harden has a wide-open look. Sinks the triple. And now it's a three-point Brooklyn lead.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Williams passes to Capella. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. To halt the run, and it's good on the way up.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
Harden outside for the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Huerter. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Gallinari. Harden grabs the miss, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. And the wide open shot from Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5. Shoots from the block. The shot is good off the backboard. Young's got 7 points.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Pulls it from the elbow. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Brown. On the wing, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Jeff Green on the wing. From the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Huerter passes to Hunter. That one, no good. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. Collins kicks to Snell. Back to Collins. For the tie. And it's good on the way in.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Now here's Irving. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Harris outside. Back to Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Green gets it to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Brooklyn ahead, up by 2. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Tony Snell is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Collins. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Bogdanovich in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And here's Griffin. The dish to Johnson. Outside, KD. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant's got the ball. He dishes it to Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Done against Harden. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Harden left side. Bobbed up there for Green.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Atlanta shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Done outside. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. That one doesn't go. Now here's Durant. He's tightly guarded. Outside Jordan. He kicks it to Harden. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Down against Harden. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Dunn passes to Capella. Pass to Snell. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Jordan. Moment here now for an injury report. Now for an update on Trae Young's injury. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head athletic trainer about his status. He told me it's a sprained elbow, and they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility that he'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the rejection by Harden. Capella inside. Johnson on him. Snell from outside. The rebound by KD.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Back to Green. KD finds Green. Outside for Durant. Lets it go with a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Down at the elbow. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Listen, Dunn has got elite power and elite speed, and it's paying dividends in the paint.
Griffin's check in for Jeff Green. And he is unable to get the second one. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's KD. Stolen by Collins. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Now Durant. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Count it!
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Collins. Throws it up high. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Dunn.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And that's it. A huge shot to win the game with the... All right, David, great job. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Herter in at the 3. Now, here's Dunn. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it. Boy, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Now, here's Dunn. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Here's Herter. Off target with his 3. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Here's Milton. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Simmons against Dunn. Bogdanovich looking around. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Now, here's Bogdanovich, and the basket is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Collins against Simmons. Here's Embiid from 16 feet away. He cans it.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Embiid with the steal. Here's Simmons. Here's Thibault. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Dunn looking over the floor. Here's Bogdanovich. That misses off the backboard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Harris. It's deflected. Bogdanovich up top. Defended by Thibault. Here's Herter. Five to shoot. Shoots, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Kevin Herter. Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
They get it again. Embiid kicks to Thibault. Embiid trying to break loose. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Bogdanovich. The good-looking shot from the wing. Bogdanovich has got 6. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bogdanovich with it. Now Green defending. It's tipped. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
One-on-one fast break, and slam dunk by Harris.
You know, sometimes it's that simple. Just get it up in the air and let Harris do the rest of the work.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Young dishes to Okongwu. Young outside. And that one drops.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Hey, yo, right here.
Simmons against Young. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Back to Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the 76ers, Green is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. The 76ers leading by 7. Outside Curry. Pass to Howard. It's deflected. Here's Green. Williams with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Shots good from Young.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. Shot clock at 6. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Collins checked in for the Hawks. Curry finds Howard. And stolen by Williams. Fast break, the Hawks. Okongwu's running. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Curry. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Here's Green. Pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 5. The feed to Howard. He's off on that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bogdanovich comes in for Tony Snell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Williams. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Here's Bogdanovich. Gallinari surveying the D. 4 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. And that one hits back iron. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Now the pass to Thibault. To end the drought. Embiid finds Harris. He was all alone on that one. And the 76ers lead by 3.
You know, over time, as its game has evolved, Harris has accepted a bigger, expanded role. Knows he has the green light.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Capella has the size and ability to score down in the paint. I like his assertiveness.
Outside, Simmons. Over Collins. Simmons can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. So they take the lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here is Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Done with it. Gallinari outside for 3.
You got it. Come on.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. So for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for John Collins. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The 76ers with another miss. The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. From 12 feet out. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Hunter. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks. Out left to the wing. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. Howard in the post. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. Right out of the gate, it was Philly setting the tone. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real... And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Chris Dunn. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Huerter in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Hawks trailing. Shot from the wing. Up again. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got the first points of the second half here for Philadelphia. Hilton's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Now done. Pass to Bogdanovich. And Embiid with the block.
You look at this combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
For the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and Tony Snell subbed in for Bogdanovich. Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Shake Milton.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
The kick out to Hill from deep. Back to Korkmaz. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement. His agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Curry. Tolliver. Great positioning on the putback.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no point. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Young inside.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Maxey passes to Howard. Pass to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Hunter. Ripped away. Green passes to Howard. And he makes good on the layup.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
Curry against Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Feeds to Howard. Shoots over Capella. Outside for Curry. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williams.
Going right at that defender. Williams plays off contact, manages to keep control. Count it up. Cash money.
And the pass to Tolliver. Kicks to Curry. Gallinari with the steal. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Passes it to Collins. And it's Dunn penetrating, and he makes that one. Dunn's got his 2nd bucket.
Dicing up the defense with his speed, Chris Dunn has extraordinary handles.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks ahead. They finish. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Hawks leading. Taking a look at the 76ers. George Hill out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Embiid. And it's Korkmaz with the small forward. Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. Dunn outside. And Embiid with the block. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Keeps it alive, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Philadelphia. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, I mean, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella comes in for Hunter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Herter. And then for Philadelphia, Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Collins in the post, guarded by Harris. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Dunn. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
And stolen by Harris. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. The confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play. I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Kicks it out to Collins. And the dunk by Capella.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And stolen by Dunn. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter. So the wing on the left. Embiid wide open. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And here is Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Thibault. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 7. Shot on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Bogdanovich. Yes!
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Simmons inside. Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Tell you what, the offensive game of Embiid, ridiculous. He can score in so many ways.
So the 76ers win it. They seem to relish. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on TA.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Trae Young. John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Middleton looking it over. Floats it up for Giannis. The shot misses. Collins with some nice D. Here's Young. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Holiday. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Giannis throws it down.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And Young, here we go. And the layup falls. Young's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here is Holiday. It's stolen by Capella. Pushing it up. Here's Snell. Collins trying to break free. Snell, that's good.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Trae Young. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Now here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Williams against Holiday. Williams passes to Capella. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Williams against Holiday. Pass to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Williams with the steal. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. It's deflected. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Holiday gets the bucket.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
Now here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Sixth in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players, maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Now here's Tucker. Passes it to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Nwora. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Hawks leading by 8. Done with it. The pass to Gallinari. It's good.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
A nice shot by Teague.
Well, at 6'2" and 182, Jeff Teague really had to use all the strength in his body to get that shot off despite getting hit.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was in.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Dunn dishes to Okongwu. Back to Dunn. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Dunn. Dishes it to Okongwu. And that one is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Tucker.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Gallinari. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Gallinari's got his second bucket tonight.
The D doing their best on this end, but not enough to stop Gallo there.
Middleton outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The putback. Okongwu grabs the board. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Here's Herter. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 8. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Dunn looking over the floor. There's the feed to Okongwu. Count it, good. Okongwu's now got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
For 3, Middleton, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
Dunn passes to Snell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Here's Herter. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good. Okongwu's now got his third basket of the night right there.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here is Forbes from deep three-point range. Middleton. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Dunn. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Middleton outside. Free throw line jump shot. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Dunn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
I love seeing Dunn use his creative side to get these calls. He is simply amazing at putting defenders in a tough spot.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. Lopez outside. Back to Holiday. Over Young. No good again that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Dunn kicks to Capella, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Another good play. This is how...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, you look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John Collins, and
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Quick, active hands. Holiday knows a thing or two about collecting some steals.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Here's Middleton. Rebounded by Capella.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Middleton left side. Puts the move on. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Lou Williams is checked in for Tony Snell. Middleton against Collins. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one, no good. Collins with some nice D. Young dishes to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Young against Holiday. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. Bank shot. No good. Bucks trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lopez passes to Giannis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Shots good from Young. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari comes in for Collins. And Hunter subbed in for Trae Young. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And it's the Bucks on the break. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Tucker.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Swiped it away. Now the Bucks moving it up. The wide open look here for Holiday. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Tucker's got 8 points.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Williams, and the shot is good. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you deserve that kind of treatment if you're going to get up in Lou Williams like that. Terrific at getting to the rack.
To the inside, it's stolen by Capella. Here's Huerter, and it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Rebound, Atlanta. At one point, they led by 16.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Williams passes to Huerter. The wing jumper off target. Here's Connaughton.
Too much. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a mag. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Atlanta up by 8. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Williams at point guard. Atlanta calls timeout. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Lou Williams. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Holiday finds Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 6-point lead. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Hunter, no one around him. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's Young. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's Holiday. Pass to Connaughton. Back to Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Collins checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. That one good for 2.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Young's shot is good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Back to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
And now the defense, full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Holiday against Young. It's good. Young's got 22 points.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hawks.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Young against Holiday. Young, right side. Outside, Bogdanovich. Outside, Collins. Hawks passing it around. Young with no one around. Again, the Hawks score.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday against Young. And 2 free throws coming up. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him. There below is Barton. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Clint Capella, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Collins in at the four-man position. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard. Harden finds Durant. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Pass to Collins. From deep. The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Harden. It's Durant on the wing. And there's the pass to Jordan. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's Snell. It's good.
Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Harden. The dish now to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here is Young. Yep, that one goes in there.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Harden. Outside for Jordan. Jordan, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Young dishes to Capella, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So for the Hawks, Hunter comes in for Tony Snell, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lobbed up there for Green. Back to Harden. Down low, Jordan the pass to Harden. 4 on the clock. Gets an open look and hits.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And Young, here we go. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Aggressive move by KD. It gives this team a different attitude when he's attacking the rim.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now here's Durant after the miss from Trae Young. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And then for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Williams in for Young. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Alinari finds Williams. And Okongwu slams it in.
and just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Now here's Irving. Back to Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Inside, the kick out to Irving. Jacks up a three. Hunter grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Herter. That one goes in, and that'll tie this game up.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Irving surveying the floor. Another miss by Irving. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
They've got to be satisfied so far. They look cohesive to begin this game.
Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Now Harden. Pass to Green. Here's Luwawu. He kicks to Jordan. The pass to Luwawu. Tries to hit him, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Tony Snell's checked in for Lou Williams. So it's Atlanta now. Dunn looking over the floor. He dishes it to Gallinari. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Gallinari's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Durant. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Back to KD. Tries it from 19. Atlanta with the rebound.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Bogdanovich wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Got a piece of it. Fires from deep. He can't get it to go. Nets trail by 4.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Now, here's Dunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Gallinari. Launches it. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Green passes to Durant. Jordan trying to free himself up. That ties the game. Durant's got his second basket.
Attacking the heart of the defense, Durant on the finishing end of a smart play design.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Bogdanovich.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Chris Dunn. Now here's Johnson. Back to Irving. Lets it go from deep. Johnson can't get it to go.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it. Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And here's Irving. A minute 50 left now here in the second. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Hunter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. He gets that one. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Young dishes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young inside. Covered by Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Perfectly suited for today's game. John can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim.
Harris outside. Dishes it to Johnson. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So for the Nets, Bruce Brown. He's checked in for Tyler Johnson. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Williams, he's checked in for the Hawks. At the elbow, Collins. Back to Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Here's Harden. Count it. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Young passes to Collins. The kick out to Young. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. They've got Collins. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the 3. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Young, good.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Nets trail by 5. Harden with it. 6 points for him. There's the dish to Green. Back to Harden. To the middle. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Harden the pass to Jordan. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And here's Young from the arc. Kept alive by Atlanta.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Harden the pass to KD. Harden kicks to Durant. Back to Harden. Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Over to the left wing. The kick out to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 11.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Harden outside to the paint. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jordan.
Every year, DeAndre gets a little more comfortable scoring the basketball. That play being a prime example.
Young against Harden. And Young, here we go. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Alinari comes in for Tony Snell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
One of the stronger point guards we have, Chris Dunn, often does his best work in the paint.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Okongwu. Kevin Huerter comes in for Clint Capella. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bogdanovich.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
.58 seconds left in the third. Harris, right side. Clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Over Hunter. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his 1st foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
Irving against Dunn. Irving kicks to Griffin. No good from outside. The Hawks leading by 11. Over in the corner, Williams. To the inside. It's picked off. Dunn against Irving. Over Dunn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Huerter. No good with the triple. And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Harden. He's out there with Brown. Griffin is out there with Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Collins with it, picked up by Harris. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. first one falls for him. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Here's Snell. Shot clock at 6. Young left side. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Over Young. Harden finds Irving. Harden up top. Over Young. Harden can't hit.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
For a big man, Collins is a hard guy to stay with. If he gets a step, watch out.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Luwawu-Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden the pass to Green. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Now, here is Young. And they go to the intentional foul. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here is Harden. The pass to Claxton. Jordan kicks to Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Young looking around. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And so they choose to intentionally foul. .149 left in the game. Harden against Young. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
Now Young. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night. And here's Harden. Kicks it to Jordan. Harden against Young. Charity stripe shot. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. They get the rebound. The kick out to Irving. He dishes it to Harden. Back to Irving. Pass to Jordan. Puts up a 3. Passes to Claxton. Harden scanning the floor. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Up again, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 15.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Bogdanovich, no luck. And Irving with the basket on the assist by KD.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. A confident and well-dressed group of 76ers making their... They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 guard. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Young, no good.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Embiid kicks to Thibault. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Embiid. He feeds it to Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Young. And the rejection by Embiid.
Well, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Milton the pass to Harris. Cans it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now, here is Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
Simmons looking it over. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Milton. And Simmons slams it in.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Young dishes to Capella. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Oh, some high IQ basketball from Bogdanovich. Moves the ball to the wide open man for an assist.
Pass to Embiid. Thibault with the ball. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Hawks.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish. Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdan Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Now, here's Thibault. He's guarded closely. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player. This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Simmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Maxey passes to Curry. The three. They get it again. Howard misses the baby hook. The Hawks leading. He lobs it up. Passes it to Hunter. Here's Herter. This one for three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry looking around. Pass to Howard. On the wing, Green. 5 to shoot. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Now Williams. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. The Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the evening. And that one falls for Okongwu. Here is Williams. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to follow in his footsteps.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the point.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Korkmaz. Chris Dunn's checked in for the Hawks. And that one drops for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Dunn. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
No good from Howard. The Hawks trailing. Gallinari down low. Tolliver on him. And it's Gallinari missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Curry can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, one play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here is Tolliver. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Goes up, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
There's the pass to Maxey. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Howard with the stuff.
This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hunter. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Here's Simmons, following the basket by Trae Young. Simmons dishes to Embiid. On the wing, Milton, defended by Young. Lock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Young is double. Three-pointer. Shot by Collins, no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a three-point game. Simmons passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
Young taking his time here. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And stolen by Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
An excellent defender. You can see that Dunn takes pleasure in coming up with steals.
And here is Simmons. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The 76ers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Embiid, no good on that one.
And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Simmons. Atlanta also making some changes here. Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Dunn. Now, here is Young after the miss from Joel Embiid. Shot by Collins, no good. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Top of the key. Rebound, Atlanta.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I like the aggressive approach from Snell. He plays assertive against the defense and creates an opportunity at the line.
The Hawks haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
The 3 from Hill. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie John. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that should do it with the...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Seth Curry displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Curry is out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. And there's Anthony Tolliver, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now, here is Young. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Snell, guarded by Green. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Williams gets the bucket.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And stolen by Okongwu. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Thibault. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, I love how Embiid ran the floor there. I mean, he found his spot and finished strong.
Simmons against Williams. Right on the bucket. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And Embiid is right there.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The reach of Embiid is just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz checked in for Shake Milton. And George Hills subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive end. Indeed, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Dunn. He's covered closely. That one goes. Count it. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now here's Simmons. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:07 left in the third. Snell finds Young. Count that one. Young's got 8.
Oh, great feed by Snell. I mean, using that experience he's gained in this league to see the court well.
Curry passes to Maxey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Herter, and he dunks it down.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Maxey passes to Curry. Now the dish to Howard. Back to Curry from outside the arc, and the three ball is good. He's got 10.
Oh, that's a welcome sign for sure. Now, when Howard is looking to pass, it makes his team more dangerous.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. What a quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Snell in at the three, the small forward. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Milton kicks to Simmons. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
And the versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Milton the pass to Simmons. And Capella sends it back.
And you can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Herter. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
5 on the clock. Here's Milton, and Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Harris passes to Embiid. From the top of the key. Rebounded by Snell. Atlanta's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Shot by Collins, no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. Thibault kicks to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Milton finds Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Back to Milton. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers with another miss. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And good that time.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
It's stolen by Capella. One-on-one here. Here's Snell, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 4-point Atlanta lead.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break.
Here's Simmons, and he banks in the layup. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Young against Simmons. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Philadelphia shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Milton, and that one is good. Milton's got his first basket.
Well, he's excellent at seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to this game.
Here's Young. And the rejection by Embiid. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead.
Well, growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules football. When you watch him play, that's the toughness you see.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Gallinari wide open. The Hawks again can't hit. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
It's stolen by Harris. To the paint. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 6. Now, here is Young. Looking to end the run. Capella. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The drive by Green. Count it. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
He's known as a three-point specialist. I mean, Green is also an excellent perimeter defender, a great role guy who plays within himself.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He gets the first, and that brings them within single digits.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so Young nails them both. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Young with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting
his uncovered teammates.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
Here's Herter. That one, no good. So Philadelphia wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability.